If you want to be a supporter of my channel, please join my Patreon. On Patreon, that's where I'll be posting all my future videos before they ever launch. You'll also be accredited at the end of every video for being a supporter and helping me with my channel and giving me time to create more content. With that, you'll also get access to all my homework during my mentorships, so you can see what I've done. You will get my clip studio paint files of any of my artwork and projects that I'm doing, so you guys can really see how I set up my layers and also future worksheets that I am planning on making. All my educational content will be airing on Patreon before ever touching YouTube. So join Patreon, become a supporter, and thank you very, very much if you already have.
All right, so what I would do, I might take this and I might go ahead and make it a little darker. Let's just see. Like sort of a middle gray, right?
Yeah.
And then let me take one of your, let's say that building in the darkness.
Oh yeah. From the first page of
From the first page. Yeah, let me see. So like, but this is your page of thumbnails, so you're actually gonna, you just be like doing it small like this, and you would like have, okay, like it's like a 3-point perspective.
I can't even see it. I think it's black.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't see my frame. Oh, that's too bad. I had a problem with this earlier.
Yeah. I think it was because you were streaming from the application, right?
Oh yeah, let me do the screen. Let me do the entire screen. Yeah. But that's a problem because I used to be able to do it. Your entire screen. I'm gonna pick this one. There you go. Thanks for letting me know.
No problem. I started seeing the cursor move. I'm like,
yeah.
Are you drawing?
Yeah, that's too bad. So, oops. All right. Well, and kind of felt like maybe it was a little more pushed, this perspective. I can't remember exactly, but and you might want to indicate sort of a grid up here as well of sky. And then that was kind of like this. Then you kind of had these windows, and I'm not that great at perspective either, but the idea is
you have the lines to be somewhat similar to the lines that are
kind of like that. And then I would just throw, like, once you do your thumbnails, throw another layer back there, and maybe take like something like this, make it lighter gray, and you might just like do that. Right? Yeah. And then you go back to this, and then the next one would be where kind of you can just sort of copy paste.
Yeah, that's what I did. I did a lot of copy and pasting just to make them go by faster.
Yeah, just do that. You know, same thing. I mean, it doesn't take that long, but then you would just do back to your pen and have the kid come in. something like this, right? Yeah. So you could, starting out with a gray might be a useful way to go, right?
Yeah, for
if,
darker scenes.
Yeah. And a lot of this is kind of dark. You can always, let's see. Oh yeah, like that one with the punching bag. Wait. Yeah, like, so if I bring this down to here, can you see this? The other window on the screen?
I can see part of this thumbnails.
So like this one here.
Mm-hmm.
So you might do like, if you're on the middle gray, then we could do like, you know, you got kind of the bag in the foreground. Oops. Let's see what it looks like. Like that, and then you would hit, maybe on this layer, you'd hit the bag with like a little bit of darker color. And maybe the kid, you might do like
just lighter gray. This because he's
even
like the
just
subject.
like do like just a thing like that. And,
Mm.
and then in the background you could put whatever the elements were. There's like some whatever things you know, you don't even really have to, it doesn't really have to mean anything. You just indicate there's some kind of background there. But the main thing is that if you look between like this versus this, you kind of like have a clearer picture of what it is. And you don't even have to put a lot in the way of features when you're doing thumbnails. You know, like this one down here, the guy in his kitchen, is, you just sort of maybe but your drawings were great also, you know, because and then I would need to adjust it. Oops. Anyway. You know what I mean? It's like very, you don't have to even put that much detail, although you can if you like. And then you might do you got these kind of shells here. Mm-hmm. But you hardly, it's so great the way you drew it though.
I was trying to a lot of those was just me trying to like really practice a clear shorthand, you know.
Yeah. No,
just like skipping over the structure stage and just like we're gonna draw a complete drawing and we're just going to make decisive strokes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, another thing you could do is just, let's see, you could kind of just put behind him these elements, like just roughly lighter color, maybe, where you don't, you know, necessarily have to see too much detail. Mm-hmm. And kind of like that, just kind of, and then if you go ahead and throw light behind him, I find that works pretty well to have like your character light as you did, which was very good. And that could be your thumbnail, you know, simple as that. Just keeping it a little rougher, a little simpler. Your drawing of him is much more on model. But yeah, so that's what I would say. I would say keep going with that. Try drawing it a little simpler. Try drawing it without using the template.
Yeah.
Just like start with a dark page, and you know, in some of these, like I probably want to extend, you know, the frame. Like I didn't get the frame quite right, but you can adjust it as you go, and it's really just about kind of just doing this the whole way through, and just putting like the major elements, you know, in the frame. Maybe a little more detailed than that, but you know what I mean? And then you can get through a little bit faster. And then with those spider ones, like, let's see, what's the one with the coming off the great thing? Where is it? Yeah, this one with the kind of had like bold lines. You know, you kind of have this. And then you did down here, what you could do is just take that and like, as you have it, every so often, you're gonna wanna like just define a lighter area underneath. You could do that, you know? And you did this so great with the down here, you know, you did all that really great. But however that is, and then when you draw the spider, you know, you can, let's see how this comes out, go really white and like you know, kind of hit that with the little and then it's when it's moving that you really see the spider properly. All I'm saying is you can create, you know, darker areas and use light to bring out, but you can do it very fast also. Yeah. So yeah, keep going. Aim for like a little more rougher and faster, maybe. Then you can get through more. And then I would say use that middle gray. And then keep in mind as you're studying this, I wrote my notes. Hang on, there was a few things. The time cuts to eliminate shoe leather, layering information in the composition. Show don't tell was another one, and business during dialogue. So those are all things I think we covered. And then with the clarity of the drawing, leading the eye, put more detail in the areas that are more important. Yeah, and then draw the camera moves. That's the path going forward, I think.